use that land solely for their purpose without a charge. So I believe that the cricket club should have to pay a charge consummate to what the football teams pay for their use. And I think we need to discuss that quite seriously.
Right.
I think, well, I was clearly in 1999, the parish council made a decision, may subsequently have been thought to have been illegal, but at the time it was considered to be legal and correct and within municipal local law. And we were charging them £1 a year. The land is still ours, whether we're called the charity or Anston Parish Council. And I have no problem in, if you like, reformulating this so that the lease is rewritten and agreed. The strip of land is minute, but it's obviously important to the cricket club. And I think in the interest of fairness, we should just get this signed and get it disposed of.
Can I just go back in again, Chair? Well, I disagree with the comment that this land is minute. It's quite an extensive piece of land. The point I'm trying to make is... The point I'm trying to make is this. If we allow the cricket club to use that land, say for £1 or free of charge, then we also have to be utterly and equally fair to all the football teams. Anybody who wants to hire the recreation ground gets it at the same price. We cannot charge one club one price and another club another price.
Right.
And that's why I strongly recommend that we need to discuss some form of charging policy.
Chair, we're within our rights to make a decision as a council. I just don't accept that particular argument at all.
The thing is that we maintain and have to pay for the maintenance of this land here.
But the football
for the football field.
Yeah.
Therefore, we've got to offset that cost by charging. We don't pay for any maintenance of that bit at the bottom of the
there was a time when we did.
I think that's a distinctive difference, Chair.
And the thing is that they weren't. We got the motion to the Premier Division and were only allowed to play in the Premier Division if, from the centre of the wicket to the boundary, there was a certain distance. And that was the first reason that they took over this bit of land, to make sure that they could go up into the Premier Division, which I think they should be very pleased for.
But I go back to my point again, Chair, is if we allow, to say, one sports club not to pay fees, then we have to, I think quite fairly, allow all the other sports clubs that use our facilities, they should also get free use. And if we sign this contract without charging the cricket club a fee, I will come to another meeting and I will propose that the football teams get their games free, because I think it's only fair.
Yeah, but I'm sorry,
Could we move the vote to Chair?
look at where the voice is coming from.
I know.
Right. The proposal is made that we do it on £1 a year, same as we did before. Is that whatever's in the lease? Or whatever's in the lease?
Yeah.
In the lease?
Yeah.
And they're responsible for all their own maintenance.
Yes, of course they are.
There's just another item and I read from the release. The word soul is missing. I think that should be inserted in first page 1. It says Anston Parish Council, the Parish Hall, Brighton Road, North Anston, Sheffield, blah, 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 as the sole trustee, because that's what's on the...
That's already explained by the solicitor.
Oh, right. Did we? Oh, sorry, I do apologise. I was just that when I went to read the text, see that was missing. So whether we needed that in for...
£1 here is on 2.1 in the original one. Clark. Sorry, Stuart.
Yeah, can I just clarify? Can we go to, on this particular part of the lease, the actual, I think this is the original lease. Can I just clarify 5.1? The landlord may at the end of this lease has to the whole or specified part of the property by giving the tenant notice if that be the case. A notice under this clause must be in writing, identify the property to which it relates, should be a bracket there, be given at least 3 months' notice. Is that a clause that we can terminate this contract anytime we wish in 3 months, with 3 months' notice?
Sorry, Richard.
5.1.
That would appear to be so.
Is that
And is there a reciprocal release clause for them? What notice do they have to give? I think the answer is I don't think there is one.
No, I don't think so.
But I don't know if it's necessary, I'm just asking the question.
I can't see that it's necessary to get to say that
They haven't
we...
really read the contract, have
Yeah,
they?
that's obviously not what we do.
Can I just come back to the issue, because can I just come back to the, I think it's, well, one second. Yeah, sorry, I do apologise. I'm going to bring another point up. One of the questions we asked whether this has to be advertised or not. Well, on the previous contract we drafted with the surveyor indicated quite clearly that we didn't need to advertise this to the general public, which is something we have to ask the surveyor to make a recommendation. The surveyor recommended we don't do that for the bottom entrance. We haven't had such an undertaking for this particular disposal of land, because that's what it's classed as, a disposal. Can I just bring the issue up? And I think again we need to go back to the solicitor on this, because under the Charities Act 2011, restrictions on disposal of land, additional, I can't read the writing, structures where land has been, sorry, I can't give you all my basically what it's saying is, if land is specifically designated for a purpose, which the land of the recreation ground is, then there has to be additional resources that we have to follow. And one of them is, again, we have to consider whether it has to go out for public notice.
I don't think we're disposing of anything, are we?
No, right. Right. Well, that's what was this. Is that surveyor? Was that for both pieces of land, or just one piece of land where it's recommended that we don't go out?
We did both surveys. The letter attached to this document is the one in which he says that there's no need to advertise.
Right. Well, I'm not a legal expert, but having read the Charities Act, I would say I wish to challenge it, because it says we have additional responsibilities. That's the word I missed. Additional responsibilities where land is held for stipulated purposes. So I think, because our land is held for stipulated purposes, I don't believe we have any option, according to the Charities Act, that we have to advertise it. Could we have a clarification before we sign this?
Chair, I really do object to that, because all this is doing is delaying what, in my view, should have happened some considerable time before. I understand individual points need to be corrected and so on, but the letter is quite specific. The surveyor, Kevin Benson, has stated that advertisement is not necessary. Please, can we get this lease signed and dealt with? At the bottom of all this land was given to the public of Anston years ago for the benefit of the public of Anston. We have a cricket club and they are definitely benefiting from it.
It was given to the people.
We're attached to this.
Sorry.
Title lease of land to Anston Cricket Club. It says, would the intention to lease the land be advertised as required under the Charity Commission guidelines? So there's a specific question there to the solicitor asking him that point. And in his letter he says, as to whether the intention to lease the land needs to be advertised, that only needs to occur if the surveyor advises it's necessary. And in the report provided by Kevin Benson, it is stated that advertisement is not necessary.
Yeah, well, I understand that. I have read them, otherwise I wouldn't be speaking about them. What I'm saying is,
you asked that question last time.
no, I did ask the question last time, and it came back. That particular time it was talking about the land of the joint. No, let me get it right. When I asked the question about advertisement, at the particular time it was talking about the entranceway, the bottom entrance. Right, all I'm saying is, you're saying the surveyor says we don't have to do it, I'm saying the Charity Act 2011 says we do have to do it. If I'm correct what I'm saying, well, the law overrides the surveyor. It's something I think we need to sort out.
Chair, can I move formally that we sign this lease?
Can I have a second for that?
Yeah, can I second it, Chair? Can I ask for another
Recorded vote.
Yeah.
Chair and Vice Chair.
That's all.
John, could I just be helpful and just explain to
The member of the public, you're not allowed to speak.
you want me to explain to you?
You're not allowed to speak.
Being helpful on
Excuse me, you're not allowed to speak.
Chair can use his discretion.
Well, that means everybody.
If members agree to it.
Do you agree to let Kevin speak, give us some help on this?
It's just an experience of ground, that's all.
Yeah.
I don't think Council Thornton realises that a lot of land drains that run for football pitch actually run right down through cricket pitch. And by causing this sort of friction between these two groups could create an even bigger problem, the water problem that you've already got.
Can I just say, I'm aware that the drainage does go down, and I've been aware of that quite some time. The point I'm trying to make here is, we're signing contracts which are legal documents. The contract we're signing now was signed in 1999, and it was done incorrectly. That's why we're having to redo it now, and we're having to spend extra money.
I'm not interested in what you sign, so I'm just explaining to you.
Yeah, that's very clear.
Right,
The point is, we have to get it right. We have to get it right, otherwise we're back in 5 years again.
We've got a proposal, we've got a second.
Councillor Baker.
Abstain.
Councillor Bridges.
For.
Councillor Brindley.
For.
Councillor Dalton.
For.
Councillor Island.
No.
Councillor Jarvis.
Abstain.
Councillor Jepson.
Abstain.
Councillor St John.
For.
Councillor Thornton.
I'm against it because I believe it needs to be advertised by law.
Present public nothing. To discuss any item for its present public nothing. Date and time of next meeting, Wednesday, April the 8th at 7:30. 7 o'clock, sorry. Wednesday the 8th of April at 7 o'clock. Thank you very much for your attendance.